As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee, so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they will land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck, and keep those exercises going.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Cause we up, we on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up.
is a presentation of BFA Sports. Hello and good afternoon here live at Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic. We have the Holy Cross Lancers taking on the Lower Cape May Caper Tigers. Should be a good one.
Yeah, Connor, happy to join you. Doug Stasek alongside Connor McAndrew for BFA Sports. Already game 5. Hard to believe here today, right?
It's been a great couple of games so far, and looking to continue today.
All right, so the Holy Cross Lancers, for you being somebody from Cherokee, not too far from campus.
Correct.
Anything you can bring about the Holy Cross Lancers as you prepare to take battle with one of the squads from the shore in Lower Cape May?
A sophomore number 4, Roswell Thomas.
All right, so Connor,
Who's
our starting lineups today?
Jacob Bay.
For
And the senior number
Lower Cape May, we have Ori Wright.
Cronin.
Number 2, we have number 3, Mackie Bonner. Number 11, Braswell Thomas. Number 11, Jacob Bay. And number 24, Mike Cronin.
All right, should be a good one. Lower Cape May, good solid squad, creating fits for quite a few teams down the Cape Atlantic League rosters.
And for Holy Cross, we have Donovan Fay, number 0. Number 1, Luke McGinnis. Number 2, Dylan MacArthur. Number 4, Latrell Bullock. And number 10, Blake Wadley. Taking the tip for today is number 10, Blake Wadley, and number 11, Jacob Bay. And we are underway here from Holy Spirit High School. Holy Cross wins the tip. And now bringing up the court is number 4, Latrell Bullock.
For Lower Cape out in front, Ari Wright trying to hold down the point as it looks like Lower Cape coming out in a bit of a 1-3-1 set on defense.
Fade to Bullock. Bullock finds the open jumper. Cannot hit it. Rebounded back by Wadley. 3-point from Bullock again. Second chance is good. Number 2, Dylan MacArthur. And Holy Cross first to score today. There of the court is Bonner. Bonner at center gets it over to number 24, Mike Cronin. Bonner able to find Cronin. The inside pass. And try to find the man. Number 4 was Bay to Thomas.
Yeah, a little bit of feeling each other out over here in this one. Certainly two opponents you wouldn't normally find against each other on the schedule. So trying to do a little bit of almost like that boxing match routine where you kind of try to jab and step back, size up the opponent, see how they're going to react to a certain offensive set or how to attack them on defense.
Absolutely, as we just saw a turnover from Holy Cross. Possession to Lower Cape May. In the corner, it's Bay. Bonner for 3. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Bay. Be able to take it out, set it up. Thomas. Bonner thinking shot. Bonner to right.
Yeah, the Caper Tigers seem to be pretty happy with working on the outside, and if you look at the size of both these teams, nobody really stands out from a physical standpoint in terms of height.
Jacob Bay draws the foul. It's going to remain on the ground. Setting up for the inbound is number 24, Mike Cronin.
Holy Cross personal fouls at number 10, Blake Wadley, his first. T-Mac Gates first.
And that tip pass, able to regain it was Bonner. Bonner cutting inside, and he's able to get it to go.
Mackie Bonner.
And we are tied at 2 apiece. Bring up is Bullock.
It's been a bit of a recurring theme early on in a lot of these games here at the Seagull Classic. Sort of a slow start offensively, but about halfway through quarter number 1, teams start to really kind of feel the flow. And the next thing you know, scoring starts to open up pretty rapidly.
Absolutely. As I heard earlier when I believe it was a Haddonfield matchup, score was 2-2 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. Not something you see every day in high school basketball.
Not at all. MacArthur. Bullock from half court. Wrestling out of that one. Gains possession still. 3-point attempt is good. It's Luke McGinnis.
3-point basket by Luke McGinnis.
Puts the Lancers up by 3. Right. Back to Bonner. Bonner guard by Bullock. Lower Kimmy trying to find that open look. And it's stolen away. Bullock on the other end. Going up, and he is able to finish it off the glass.
Latrell Bullock.
Latrell Bullock.
Well, just the answer that you need. But now out to a bit of a 5-0 burst after a 2-2 ball game, 7-2.
Throwing it to the other side of the court for Cronin. Ari Wright going inside. And it doesn't go, but the second chance is good by number 4, Braswell Thomas.
Basket by Thomas.
McGinnis kicks it over to Donovan Fay.
Holy Cross wasting no time playing some strong transitional basketball, trying to get into an offensive set. Give credit to the Caper Tigers' Wright, who has been out in front.
And there's a 3.
3-point
Number 4,
basket
Latrell
by
Bullock.
Latrell Bullock. The assist from McGinnis.
He's starting to heat up here early in this first quarter. Ari Wright gets it to Bonner.
Tigers now coming out in a bit of a balanced set, but Holy Cross now playing man defense.
Wright, missed pass to Cronin, still able to have it. Now inside to Bay. Spin by Braswell Thomas, not able to go on the shot. Bullock trying to bring it up the court. Does so. McGinnis. It's back to Bullock. At the top of the key. He's going to take another 3. And this one won't go. Rebound still up for grabs. Picked up by Fay for Holy Cross. And now 3 points up by McGinnis is no good. I'm going to say it was last touched by Mackie Bonner.
Ty Bonner in the lineup.
And Mike Cronin taking a seat on the bench.
I think it's just trying to mix some things up. Got to have an answer for Bullock, though.
Absolutely right there as he knocks another one down. 13-4 lead for Holy Cross. Right guarded by Wadley. Gets it over to Wright. Thinking shot was Thomas.
Now looking at this lower Cape May roster, pair of brothers and Bonner, and that seems to be a prevailing theme on a lot of these South Jersey high school rosters this year. I've seen a lot of brothers, a lot of twins. I don't know what's going on.
The game I covered earlier, there was the Racintos, Gabby Racinto and Sophia Racinto, the center and the point guard.
They were doing Olma basketball the other day here on BFA, and yet again, the same deal. Middle Township, you have the Palak sisters. Pretty well-known now on the girls' basketball scene here in South Jersey.
Here's Donovan Fay. Cuts inside. The pass to Wadley. Can't get it to go. Saved by Bonner. Dangerous pass. And now Lower Cape May has possession.
Yeah, good job by the Caper Tigers to box things out, shut it down low on defense.
Bonner from mid-range hits it.
Mackie Bonner.
Cuts the lead to 5 as we're hit the final minute of play here in this first quarter.
Here's what you want to try to deny on defense, not go into a second quarter with a 7-point deficit, but maybe 5, or get lucky and be able to convert that in and chop this lead down to 3, make it a 1-possession game. So important one here as time dwindles down in quarter number 1 for the Tigers.
McGinnis finds MacArthur. Now 15 seconds to go. Looks like Holy Cross setting up for the last shot. Ball's in Bullock's hands. Less than 10 seconds to play now. McGinnis, Bullock for 3, and he can't get it to go at the buzzer. But what a quarter from both sides, especially from Holy Cross and number 4, Latrell Bullock.
Bullock is heating up, and that means he's probably going to need to cool off, and we'll step aside as we hit a quarter number 2 here from Holy Spirit High School.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia.
The second quarter. Lower Cape May with possession, goes inside to Bay. Thomas thinking 3. Crosses over the other side of the court to Ari Wright. Some press defense by number 3, Samir Wellington for Holy Cross. Bay finds Bonner. Thomas inside to Bay. And he gets it to go.
Jacob Bay.
Jacob Bay for Lower Cape May, and the fast break it's sent by Wadley, and he gets it to go as well.
Blake Wadley.
Oh, wasting no time. Holy Cross answering the bell like a heavyweight fight. You're going to score on us. We're going to press it.
Absolutely. Bay looking for the open, gets Bonner. Wright was thinking 3 there. Thomas going to take the shot. This one no good, but rebound by Wright. And it's stolen away. Now is Samir Wellington. Called by Wadley after a tough pass there. Bullock didn't see it. Does now. Here's Fay. Wellington cutting inside. Can't finish. Rebounded by Mackie Bonner. And here comes Lower Cape May on the other end. Ty Bonner able to save it.
This is where the Capers got to be patient. Don't force a shot here. Got a 5-point deficit. It's a good way to cut it.
Goes inside, missed pass, but regained by Mackie Bonner.
I had Bonner wide open in the wing. Didn't see him.
All right, blocked by McGinnis. Or Dylan MacArthur. Fay to Wellington for 3. And it's good. Samir Wellington off the bench.
3-point basket by Samir Wellington.
That's a timeout, Lower Cape May.
Wow, what great transition
Lower Cape May, it's a 30-second
What great
timeout.
transition basketball by the Caper Tigers, but better yet, even more so from Holy Cross. You see it there on the instant replay.
Powered by Game Changer.
Powered by Game Changer indeed. So while we're here, got a chance to say hello to some of our friends. One of our sponsors, Matt Ulmer and Ulmer's Appliance Services. Matt Ulmer, of course, he and the crew from Cape Atlantic League Live were here with the coverage last night for all 3 games. I believe he's in a much warmer place right now, so I hear he may or may not be in Florida. But again, thanks and kudos to Matt Ulmer and his squad down in Ocean City, serving all of the South Jersey Shore area. Ulmer's Appliance Services.
And we're back here now. Ty Bonner bringing it up for the Caper Tigers. Able to dribble past Bullock. Substitution made for Lower Cape May as number 20, Oguer Nunez, checks in. Oguer Nunez inside, and he gets it to go off the glass.
That's a good answer there by Lower Cape May.
MacArthur finds Fay. Bullock gets the screen by MacArthur. Bullock's pass. Taking the 3 over Nunez, and he hits it. Wow. Latrell Bullock feeling himself.
That's 3 from downtown for number 4. He's got 11.
Quick move, and we have a foul called on Holy Cross.
Personal fouls on number 5, Manny Doku, his first, team's second.
Minnie Doku checked in for Blake Wadley. Mackie Bonner kicks it over. Ty Bonner can't get a reach on it. Here's MacArthur on the other end for Holy Cross. And it's off the glass and in.
Basket by Dylan MacArthur.
Lead is up to 11 now for Holy Cross.
Yeah, the Lancers putting a premium on this transitional basketball. As soon as one guy goes up to get the board, you got 3 that are breaking the other way, and they've almost had numbers every single time down the court. It's going to be an adjustment that the Tigers are going to have to make if they're going to stay in this ballgame.
And another turnover for Lower Cape May, as couldn't really tell what it was. Looked like, I thought he was out of bounds, but not sure. There's Latrell Bullock bringing it up the court for Holy Cross. 3-point from MacArthur, can't get it to go. Rebound by Ty Bonner. Bonner to Mackie Bonner, and he's fouled.
Good job here. Way to get back on defense, and now they're going to try to make them earn it from the charity stripe.
Personal foul number 4, Latrell Bullock, his first, team's third.
Mackie Bonner to the line for the first time today, getting 2 at the line.
Mackie Bonner at the line, shooting 2.
First one is no good. It's off the front side of the rim. And he'll get one more at the line to try and cut the lead to 10. As we have a quick substitution. Braswell Thomas back in for Jacob Bay.
Holy Cross bringing a degree of physicality to the game. They've been quick on offense, but defensively very dominant in the paint.
And Ari Wright back in for Lower Cape May, as well as Mike Cronin takes a seat. Second free throw here from Bonner is good. Lead is down to 10. MacArthur inbounds to Bullock. Now he's double teamed. He'll get out of the double team, and now MacArthur stolen away by Nunez. Here comes the Tigers on the other end. And the finish by Mackie Bonner. Half-court heave from Bullock over to Fay. Pass inside by Doku, and the finish, Donovan Fay.
assist from Doku.
Leads back up to 10 now for Holy Cross as we are approaching 3 minutes left here in this first half. Nunez gets out of the double team. Bonner inside to Thomas. Can't roll off the glass. Regained by Bonner. Now Ty Bonner for three. Can't get it to go as it fronts off the rim.
.228 now. I mean, 10-point game. They've been hovering. Really need to deny the basketball here.
Doku inside, goes back to Faye. MacArthur, three-pointer. Bullock again.
Oh, boy.
3-point basket by Latrell Bullock.
4 threes. Got to double check. I have to dial up our friends at Game Changer, the official scoring app of BFA Sports. But we've got him down for 14 right now. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout on the floor. And that's probably a good spot to call it.
Absolutely. Just the first half, he's got 14. That's just incredible.
So I'm not sure if anyone's going to call the fire department, but if you need to get off the bench and back into the game, why not? Call our friends at Premier Orthopedic Associates. Don't let back pain or knee strain keep you out of the game. With 8 locations throughout South Jersey, Premier Orthopedic will get you off the bench and back in the action. From discovery to recovery, now including physical therapy. Call or text the Premier team at 856-690-1616 for same or next day care.
Both teams coming out of timeout. Less than 2 minutes to go now. 13-point lead for Holy Cross. And we'll see what Lower Cape May has in store for how to guard Latrell Bullock.
You're going to have to deny that out front. Most of the time, you're more than happy as a coach to let them shoot from downtown. But when a guy gets hot like that, not much you can do.
Nunez, Thomas for three. In and out. Rebound back by Nunez. Right, getting it down to Bonner. Now back to Ari Wright. He cuts inside, taking everyone with him.
That was 1-on-5. They just absolutely swallowed the lane on defense.
Bullock. Faye goes inside. Good defense from Thomas, but he's called for the foul.
You can probably check that out here on the Game Changer instant replay.
Foul number 4, Bresswell Thomas, his first.
Just good take, fundamental basketball. Once you have the guys on defense moving backwards, finish.
Now Faye getting 2 at the line. And he hits the first. Jacob Bay back in for the Tigers. And Oguer Nunez taking a seat on the bench.
Mike Cronin in the lineup for Lower Cape May, replacing Wright.
Looks like they're adding height to this free throw to get the better box out. 1:16 to play in this first half. Second free throw from Faye is good. And it's a 15-point game now. Here's Ty Bonner.
Holy Cross just made a decision that they're like, you're going to beat us, it's going to be outside. Some good ball movement there by the Tigers.
There's a foul called, looks like on McGinnis.
Well, it was a good defensive set. Let's see if it's cleaner than maybe it appeared.
Personal fouls on number 1, Luke McGinnis, his first.
I just caught that at the tail end of the play, but nonetheless going to get an opportunity to go to the line.
Base first.
Jacob Bay at the line to shoot another.
Hits the first, and here's the second. And they're both perfect there.
To think, Connor, this was a bit of a slow start.
Yeah.
Buckets were hard to find. They were a premium. But doesn't seem to be the case anymore as Holy Cross is feeling it. They might actually petition not to switch sides at the half.
Held ball, possession out of the Holy Cross.
The lids came off the rims.
Well, at least one of them.
That is true.
MacArthur Wellington in for Cross, replacing McGinnis and Doku.
The Lancers, just a well-coached unit. You can tell there's a lot of synergy. Getting ready to break this eye stack on the inbounds pass, and there's Bullock. Sneakers melting on the court. He's been so hot.
Wellington. Block now with 20 seconds. MacArthur guarded by Cronin. Bullock going inside, and he hits it off the glass and in.
Latrell Bullock.
And half-court heave.
That's the
Wouldn't
end of
count
the first
anyway.
half of play with the score.
32-17, Holy Cross on top.
Lower King Bay
What a
Regional
showing.
17.
That's a wow. I mean, the way that Holy Cross was able to turn that on about halfway through the first quarter and just finish under fury. I'm going to have to double-check the scorebook there. But we believe Bullock's got 18, including 4 from downtown. But it's going to give us a chance to reset and regroup. We're here at the 2023 Seagull Classic at the home of the Holy Spirit Spartans here in Absecon.
As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee, so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they will land in a much safer position. and you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck and keep those exercises going.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Cause we up, we on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up. We on the up. We on the
And we are back here for the start of the second half. Just 30 seconds away. We have our halftime stat sheet.
And you got nameplates if he shows us.
All right. By Game Changer.
Let's go.
For Holy Cross, Latrell Bullock tallied to 16 points. He leads the team in those points as well. And for Lower Cape May, it's Mackie Bonner leading the team with 7.
Yeah, Bullock certainly the story. I mean, for him to knock down 4 threes there in the first half, kid was absolutely electric, put the team on his back. And if you just do some quick math, never that I was really great at it, but in a 15-point game, he's clearly been the difference for the Lancers.
Absolutely. Both teams ready to go. Whole and a half still to play, plenty of time.
So if you're Lower Cape May and you come out here, the one thing is you got to get more guys in the paint, especially when you're going to the rack. The Lancers have just absolutely dominated in the lane, and they've created constant point opportunities through turnovers and transition.
Absolutely, especially free throws. Quick ball movement as Bonner finds Thomas for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bullock.
Yeah, you keep an eye on Bullock. I mean, he's having a great game for sure offensively, but he and MacArthur out in front. Immediately, as soon as the ball comes off the glass, you see their heads snap back on a swivel. They're looking for the outlet pass to try to create points, and it's just been a key. You can call it an RK Chevrolet key to the game.
MacArthur for 3 is good. And Holy Cross starts right where they left off.
3-point basket by Dylan MacArthur.
They're first to score in this third quarter. Bring up the ball is Bonner. Getting it across to Cronin for 3. And it's in and out. Rebounded by Latrell Bullock. Fast break here. Donovan Fay inside, and Wadley's pass messed up there. MacArthur wide open for 3. Tipped up, regained by Bullock. And it is rolled in. Donovan Fay. Second and third chance opportunities for Holy Cross on that last play. Thomas nearly stolen away by Fay. Ari Wright. Thinking, gets it over to Thomas. Now Wright left open for 3. And it's no good. Rebounded by Bay. Regained by Mackie Bonner.
Yeah, too much of a long drought here for Lower Cape May to not be able to put something on the board and keep this game reasonable.
This 3 from Bonner's an air ball.
Certainly, Coach has been in deny mode when it comes to Holy Cross, right? So deny the buckets inside the paint, step out if they're going to try to stay out on the perimeter. And just low percentage shots.
MacArthur to inbound. It's over to Bullock. And it's stolen away by Ty Bonner. Good heads-up play there by Bonner. Now he has it on the other end. Braswell Thomas inside. Bay using his height and his body, and he gets the and 1.
For Jacob Bay.
Good play here by Bay. See it here on the Game Changer instant replay. Just put the ball on the floor, go to the left, and once you get the defender's feet to move, you go for the finish.
Bay again, one more at the line. To cut to 17, and he's good. 3 for 3 from the line for Jacob Bay today. And now the 3-point shot from McGinnis, and it's no good. But rebounded back by McGinnis. Wadley can't get it off the glass. Rebound by Ty Bonner. Bonner to Mackie Bonner. Bonner for 3, can't connect.
Recurring theme here for Lower Cape May. Got to shoot the long ball.
Now McGinnis hits that one.
McGinnis now with 6. I want to thank our friend Tom Williams and his squad at Prime Event Sports. Spoke to Tom over the course of the last couple of days, always been involved with the Seagull Classic, and his crew providing some in-game stats of their own.
Blocked by MacArthur. Regained for Wadley. And here comes Holy Cross on the fast break. Fay. And he finds
Blake
Wadley.
The assist from Fay.
Holy Cross not letting off the gas pedal here in this third quarter.
Yeah, Wadley now with 4.
Right to the other side of the court for Braswell Thomas. And now Bonner taking a deep 3. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Fay. And we're going to get a hold. We'll see who it's on.
Oh. Party City. I hear selling a lot of referee costumes for the upcoming Halloween season because you hear a lot of pretend officials that might be in the stands here. Everybody has a call.
MacArthur. Here's Bullock. Was ready for that one.
Getting into the breadth and scope of this Seagull Classic event.
Shots no good by MacArthur.
The fine folks led by Mr. John Rodeo and the Seagull Classic committee filled to the gills with South Jersey referees. So they're finding a way, have created a scholarship for all these years to help give back to the community, give back to local students, and that's what it's all about. And I say that because a lot of times the officials aren't the most popular people in any building, but it's important that these guys are the good guys, especially this weekend as they continue to give back and do great things.
Absolutely. It's great to see. Here's Bonner. And he finishes with the and one. Mackie Bonner.
Here it is on the Game Changer instant replay. Good take there by Bonner, left side, and the finish. Got a good one coming up on deck. See Wildwood Catholic enter the building.
Bonner's free throw good. Bullock gets right past Ari Wright. Now Samir Wellington for 3. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Bonner. Mackie Bonner gets it over to Thomas. And what a finish there, Braswell Thomas. And that's going to be a timeout. Holy Cross.
Timeout as they're feeling it. Cape Tigers warming up. See it here on the Game Changer instant replay. Get out in front. A little bit of their own, I guess, what do you call that? A little of their poison there. So a good move by the squad and opportunity to thank our friends from Game Changer. You just saw them on the Game Changer instant replay. And when it comes to real-time stats, well, when you want to change the way you follow the game, score, stream, and now you can even create your own in-game highlights with the all-new Game Changer app. You can download it now at gc.com on your favorite iOS or Android device. Good look at the benches. So a 25-42 contest. A little slow for Lower Cape May out of the gate coming out of the break, but they've warmed up here.
Absolutely.
So including 2 3-point plays. So Mackie Bonner and Jacob Bay, bit of a difference maker, and then add in 2 for Braswell Thomas. And well, that's a quick 8 points, and now caught the attention of the Lancers.
We'll see what they can do here as it's going to be Latrell Bullock going inside against Bay, and it's rebounded by Thomas. Tried to do it all himself there, couldn't get it to go, and now Bonner finds his brother Ty Bonner. And now Mackie Bonner in the corner, and he hits the 3.
3-point basket by Mackie Bonner.
Nearly a turnover there by MacArthur.
And
now
Bonner.
Holy Cross in a little bit of scramble mode.
Tigers playing inspired under 2.5 to go in quarter number 3. I mean, it looks like they're got some Velcro now on defense, as they're just really sticking to every defender, denying every possession, and that's probably more what the coach had in store.
Personal fouls number 2, Ari Wright. His first.
Ari Wright gets his first foul picked up, and it's going to be Samir Wellington for the inbound for the Lancers. And a timeout. Holy Crosses, they got saved by the bell right there.
Saved by the bell. Way too old for you, but that was a great TV show back in the day. I'm just saying. Well, that was a great TV show, but if you're looking for a great deal, well, make a fast break with a short drive to the RK Auto Group in Vineland. Jim G and his championship team will make you feel like an MVP by buying your new Chevrolet, Kia, or Subaru, because RK does it right. And Scott Holden, the head coach of Lower Cape May, got to be happy with the way he's now seeing the Tigers play D in the second half.
Absolutely is. Possession remains with Holy Cross. Wellington going to give it another go.
Celebrity Nights, Jake Karp, he's in the building. He didn't hear me. Just walk right by. Egg Harbor Township's Jake Karp. Egg Harbor Township on the short side of the stick in the game leading up to this one, as they fell at Camden Catholic.
And it was just started off with a slow start. They picked it up in that fourth quarter. Bonner to Bonner connection. Now here's Ari Wright. Thomas going inside. Can't finish. And it's rebounded by MacArthur.
Basketball back to the Lancers.
Fouls on number 3, Mackie Bonner, his second.
Fouls on Mackie Bonner.
Press of Atlantic City in the house today. Mike McGarry. He's going to be on the microphone for a few tomorrow with Mike Gill. Some of the midday action.
Wellington double teamed. And it's stolen away by Braswell Thomas. Here on the other end is Thomas. And he gets it off the glass and in. It's a 12-point game here. Wellington, press defense from Lower Cape May. Bullock, tipped up, still up for grabs, and Wellington able to regain it. Inside, and it was too many passes there. Ty Bonner stole it away, almost stolen back by Donovan Fay.
Lower Cape May possession.
And now you can feel it from Lower Cape May.
Momentum starting to switch. It's swaying in their direction. They've been on point now and pesky. I guess that's the best way to describe it. They've been pesky on D. One big shift that they've made offensively is to stay away from just playing perimeter ball, but seeing more action, more guys cutting in and out of the lane and trying to rotate the ball around and find an inlet pass, get a good one-on-one matchup. You know, looking at the sheet, I mean, the buckets have been different. They're not scoring from the outside in this second half. It's Bonner and Thomas and Bay working inside. And it's been
Personal fouls, number 2, Ari Wright, his second, team's fourth.
They're going to call a block on Ari Wright.
Yeah.
Looked a little scary there.
Hit the deck kind of hard. Not an easy call, I guess, to make.
1 minute to go exactly, as now Oguer Nunez taking out Wright.
Wright's done a really good job of defending out in front and putting pressure. So for him to step off the court for this last minute, opportunity here for Holy Cross.
Here comes pure speed of Latrell Bullock and a wide open MacArthur.
Really good rotation by the defense of the Caper Tigers.
Holy Cross regrouping.
I mean, Holy Cross had an opportunity to potentially pull a shot there, but a good recovery.
Again, it's face guarded by Bonner. Tried to steal it there, couldn't. Now 30 seconds. Bullock. 20 seconds now. 10 seconds now, and the ball's in Bullock's hands. Guarded by Ty Bonner. Stolen away by Mackie Bonner. Here come the Caper Tigers inside. And talk about some unselfish basketball right there. Great transition offense on the fast break. And we have a 10-point game heading into the fourth quarter.
Holy Cross Prep 42. Lower Cape Bay 32.
Yeah. Yeah, cause we on the up. Work, ayy, cause we run it up. Work, this ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter, ayy. Whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Girls, we up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. The team going up. We run it up. We run it. We run it. We on the up. Yeah. Up. Yeah. Up. Yeah. We on the up. Yeah. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. You running up. We run it up. They coming it up. Team going up. You loving this up. We on the up. Hey. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. We on the up. Hey. Up. Up. Hey.
Part of the fourth quarter. Game that started with a heavy lead for Holy Cross is just cut down to 10. And some momentum has definitely switched over as we begin this fourth quarter of play.
Full court press, trying to deny the ball. This is where you got to step back, force the Lancers, who have been hot early from the outside, to still shoot from the outside. We're in the fourth quarter. Legs are a little bit heavier, a little bit more heaviness in those arms. Make them put them to use.
McGinnis, step back. No good. Rebounded by Bay. Here comes Bonner. Mackie Bonner taking himself.
Oh, my.
And he gets off the glass, and it's an 8-point game just like this.
Yeah, that was pretty. Mackie Bonner, coast to coast.
Mackie Bonner.
Nearly stolen away by Bonner. He's fouled.
Yeah, tough call.
Personal fouls number
See here
3,
on the game changer instant replay. What a pretty play by Bonner.
Team's fifth.
Ooh, to his left in traffic to connect. Got ourselves an 8-point game, Connor McAndrew.
Did not expect this. Here's Bullock. It's a little cold in the third quarter, but he opens up the fourth.
I think he heard you.
I think he did.
So proud to bring you BFA basketball here at the Seagull Classic. Doug Stasek alongside Connor McAndrew.
And that three just rimmed out, but regained by Bay.
Turning garbage into goal, Jacob Bay.
Bay's been hot, 5 points now in half number 2.
And it's stolen away by Bonner.
Eight-point game, and now there's a question of whether or not that was intentional. So good sales.
Personal foul number 1, Luke McGinnis.
Good sales job there by head coach Scott Holden. I don't think he's going to get the call he's looking for. But, you know, these Caper Tigers, you might want to call them Sharks. I think they smell a little bit of blood in the water right now, and they're going for it.
Here's Ty Bonner. Bonner wide open for three, takes it. He hits it this time. Whoa!
Basket by Ty Bonner.
A 5-point game. And now, nearly lost it was Bullock, but regained by Fay, and Fay able to finish on his own. Coast to coast on Jacob Bay, and now we have a timeout, Caper Tigers.
6:01 remaining in regulation. It's a 7-point game. You see that finish there on the game changer instant replay. And, man, oh, man, what a good one we have for sure.
Absolutely.
The Delaware Bluecoats see the future of the Sixers today in Wilmington. The Delaware Bluecoats have the NBA G League, have been the home of your favorite Sixers like Paul Reed for years. Make the fast break to www.bluecots.team to get your coats on with lower level seats for just $14.
Sounds like a steal to me.
And I want to thank our buddy Matt Ulmer because he just informed me the score is backwards on the scoreboard. So you're watching the game, and it's actually Holy Cross with the lead, 46-39. So I was so into the game, I didn't even look at the monitor. So we'll reverse that for you. Take the scoreboard down, hit reset. He can change it. All right, it's Matt Ulmer down in Florida watching the game. Appreciate him reaching out.
Here's Ty Bonner. I think Wright got lucky there with the walk. Is Bonner going to take a deep three? It's just off, rebounded by McInnes.
Shout out to Ken Camp, who's watching on YouTube. He let us know the scoreboard is also was backwards. So we got that squared away. Thanks, Ken, and thanks, Matt Ulmer.
Turn over to Lower Cape May.
Possession right back to Lower Cape May.
That's why you got to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Connor. You can chat, you can post, you can do all those things on BFA Live Sports.
Oh, I am. And an and one, Jacob Bay.
For Jacob Bay.
Oh, wow. Jacob Bay.
Shooting one.
He's going to need a chiropractor after this one. He's putting the team on his back. Here in half number 2.
He's emerged in the second half, and he's going to get one more at the line. 5:20 to play still. Bay's free throw is good. He remains perfect from the line. It's a 4-point game here at Holy Spirit High School. McInnes. McInnes going inside. No help defense, and he gets the 2.
Seesaw. It's a playground battle. Back and forth they go. 6-point affair.
Getting around to Ari Wright. Corner to Cronin, inside to Bay, and he can't finish the layup.
Yeah, that bunny is important to get in a tight ball game. 4.5 minutes, at least north of it. Regulation.
Stolen away.
No call on the walk, but that's all right. Good hustle.
Down to Cronin. He's going to take the 3, and it's short. Regained by Bay. Inside to Ty Bonner, and he gets it off the glass and in.
Ty Bonner.
Back to a 4-point game.
Ty Bonner, 5 points now at half number 2.
Inside to Wadley. Wadley's blocked by Bay.
And Bay is fired up, and rightfully so. You see it here on the Game Changer instant replay. 3 ball off the rack. Stick with it. Puts his back up, tries to get the dish underneath. There's a finish. That's from an earlier play there. So we'll get back to live action.
There's Bonner. Ty Bonner. Cronin double teamed. Able to find Bonner. He's going to take the mid-range from free throw, and he hits it. It's a 2-point game.
Well, Ty Bonner heating up. We got ourselves a 2-point basketball game. 3:47 remaining.
What a game this one has been.
There it is. You see him pull back. Captain Clutch. And listen, we did mention before the half that I thought Holy Cross might not want to change sides because of how hot their shooting was. And now Lower Cape's shooting at the same basket, Connor. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could it be?
I think so.
All right, the lucky basket here with one bucket as
You just see the shooting percentage just drastically go up for both sides on that end alone.
yeah, so game changer. When you want to change the way you follow the game, score, stream, and now you can create your own in-game highlights with the all-new Game Changer app. Download it now at gc.com on your favorite iOS or Android device, the official scoring app of BFA Live Sports. Connor McAndrew, the senior of Cherokee High School, correct?
Correct.
Joining us here on the BFA live stream today. Did an awesome job calling the Cherokee girls game this morning, and now the afternoon matinee. And, man, must be our stroke of luck here. This was a 17-point game.
It was.
And down the stretch we come.
This could be an instant classic. So here's MacArthur. Fay double teamed. Stolen away by Bonner. Bonner on the fast break. Hits off the lip. We are tied. 17 no more. We are tied here at Holy Spirit High School.
The Bonner brothers lighting it up, half number 2. And suddenly, oh, how the tides have changed.
Latrell Bullock. Getting the screen is McGinnis, and there's a foul called on Jacob Bay.
Well, they've been doing a great job defending every opportunity that's out there in half number 2. I would argue that the Lower Caper Tigers may have been sleeping a bit, but, you know, this breakaway from Bonner was the exclamation point to tie things up. 3:14 left in regulation.
Bullock. Guarded by Bay. Able to find McGinnis. 3 minutes to go now here in this fourth quarter.
The Lower Cape May defensively, I don't know what was in their Gatorade at halftime, but, man, they look like a totally different defensive unit. And as this game wanes on, it's almost like a running back in the fourth quarter. They're just being physical, and they're getting stronger and taking it to the Lancers. See what happens as we go down the stretch.
Bullock looking for the screen. Doesn't get it. Gives it off to McGinnis. Bullock now with 2:20 to go.
No shot clock in New Jersey high school basketball. You know, the funny part was I was in a meeting the other day with the people from Game Changer, and that's something that I didn't realize is pretty sensitive just in New Jersey.
And stolen away. Bay has it, and there's a foul on the floor.
And that's going to be the 5th team foul. Not quite in the bonus, but foul shots. You talked about it in half number 1. It's going to be a factor as we finish out this one here in quarter number 4. I didn't realize that there's another celebrity sighting in the building. None other than Malcolm Davis in the house today. He doesn't hear us either. He's toned in, man. He's like, I'm too busy watching this awesome game.
Mackie Bonner.
Lower Cape May now back out on offense, and Holy Cross has recognized that they've heated up from the outside, so that's stretching the defense. This is where you got to look for the cut to the lane. Bay is almost getting double-teamed underneath. Wouldn't be surprised if Wright, the guy with the ball in his hand, could be the guy with the opportunity to drive through the lane.
Nearly stolen away by McGinnis. There's a toss-up.
And a timeout is called.
Oh, man.
Timeout.
Questionable whether or not they had the possession, I guess, but
It's a full timeout.
nonetheless, coach able to get that in. Holden with the timeout. The Lower Caper Tigers with 1:13 have battled all the way back and have an equal shot at winning this as the Lancers here on BFA Sports. And don't let back pain or knee strain keep you out of the game. With 8 locations throughout South Jersey, Premier Orthopedics will get you back off the bench And back in the action from discovery to recovery, now including physical therapy. Call or text the Premier Team at 856-690-1616 for same-day or next-day care. All right, I'm going to give you a chance to be the fortune teller and predict the future. So what do you see this one? What do you see happening here, Connor McAndrew?
What I hope to see is a game winner from either side. It's my favorite thing to do is call game winners, and I have a few in my books.
All right, and all this as a senior. Man, you've lived the life, man. Already calling game winners and buzzer beaters, huh?
Mackie Bonner to take the inbound for Lower Cape May.
Malcolm.
Ty Bonner
Malcolm.
gonna bring up from half court. This is the biggest possession of the game.
1 minute to go in regulation.
1 minute in arguably the best game so far here at Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic. And this is an indeed classic.
Classic. Instant classic. The clock is melting.
40 seconds now.
Gaper Tigers have flipped the script. And now going to draw defense. Going to have Bullock, who's been the hottest shooter on the floor for Holy Cross all game. Now he's going to have to be the big-time defender. Backdoor move.
Cronin thought about it for a second. Now there's 20 seconds. Is there ties? Do they take ties? Or is there
We're
overtime?
going overtime here. They're trying to
15
hold it
seconds.
for the last shot.
Mackie Bonner gonna shoot it for the win, for the lead. Can't get it to go. Rebounded. Ty Bonner, 6 seconds. Gets it over to his brother Mackie. Mackie Bonner for the win. It's in and out. Rebounded by Bright. Can't get it to go. Overtime it is.
What opportunities will slow it down? We got the last few seconds here. See it on the game changer instant replay. So the Bonner brothers battling for another shot. You'll see Mackie go for it. Gets a shot off, floater, just bounces. But look, inside shot right, had a look at it. He rushed it just a little bit, had that clock going in his head, and it just falls off the rim. And we're going to overtime.
Would you expect it trailing by 17 at the half? 17. And we're in overtime.
Listen, you got an awesome event here at the Seagull Classic, right? 2023. Anything can happen on any given day. And credit to the Tigers. Listen, they were unfazed. Down 17. Kept with the game plan. Kept scrapping on defense, denying some of those outside shots because still Bullock has been absolutely on fire.
Four minutes of overtime. Getting ready to be played. Jacob Bay and Blake Wadley taking the tip.
So Connor McAndrew, 4 minutes in the overtime period. Even our BFA squad's got to scramble to update the scoreboard because we were like, wait, overtime? What's going on here?
Tip is won by Lower Cape May.
What a battle.
Absolutely.
Great job there by Coach Scott Holden. Lead the team back. Good strategy. And Holy Cross head coach John Keating. He has seen quite a few games and been a part of some of the big ones. And this has turned into one they're going to remember for a while.
Mackie Bonner. These came out of nowhere, out of the half. Just 7 points in that first half. Has emerged tremendously. Finds an open Cronin. Can't get it to go. And it's last touched by MacArthur. Possession stays with the Caper Tigers. 3:15 to play. Bonner has to throw it up. Gets it over to Wright. Ari Wright. Gets it over to Mackie Bonner. He's guarded by Bullock. Gets the screen. He's going to take the three for the lead. He drills it! And just like that, Lower Cape May has a lead. 51-48, the biggest three we've seen today. Bullock double team, gets it over to Fay.
We're aware that the scoreboard is a little bit off from a time standpoint. It's 2:31 left in it.
McGinnis trying to find the open man. Bullock taking on right. Holy Cross resetting.
Now 2 minutes. Again, the scoreboard just a little bit off for overtime. Wasn't programmed to do so, so that's something we're not going to fix on the fly. 1:55 remaining now.
Stolen away. Great pickpocket from McGinnis. And here comes Holy Cross. Three-pointer for the tie. Just off. And it's rebounded by Bonner. A little too deep there from Latrell Bullock. Here comes Bonner. Guarded by McGinnis. 1:30 now. 3-point lead. And it is stolen away by McGinnis. Here come Holy Cross.
1:20 remaining now on the clock.
Bullock taking it inside to Wadley, and he gets it to go. It's a 1-point game.
Blake Wadley.
Nice find from Bullock to Wadley. And now 1:10 now.
Clock continuing to melt as Bonner goes back to work. And again, Holy Cross extending the defense.
1 minute.
Ty Bonner gets it over to Mackie Bonner. Final minute of play here in overtime. 1-point lead for the Caper Tigers. Ty Bonner gets it to Mackie Bonner. Wasting clock now is 34 seconds. And a foul called on Donovan Fay.
So 34 seconds.
Donovan Fay, his first, team 6. Timeout.
Timeout, Holy Cross.
So both teams just a play away from being in the bonus seat there on the game changer instant replay. And we'll keep it here. So 51-50. Big spot. And you got to look and say, okay, so the way they played it the first go-around is Lower Cape May try to hold for one shot. The second part of that question is, do the Lancers decide to go for the foul, put them on the line to try to get the opportunity to get the basketball back?
I think option 2.
Yeah, to me, you got to deny till there's about 10 seconds and then take your chances, send them to the line so you got enough time potentially for one more shot. If you're Lower Cape May, play a little bit of keep away, and then go for the gusto. Try to drive the lane, see if you can draw contact. You're not going to take a shot deep because I don't think you want to take the chance of a long rebound than an outlet.
Correct. Both teams coming out of the huddle. 33.6 on the clock. Lower Cape May battled all the way back down 17, forced overtime. Could have won it in regulation. But here they are with the ball and 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh, no call there. That was interesting.
Dangerous pass. And Samir Wellington called with the foul. Going to send Ty Bonner to the line for 1-and-1.
Bonner looked pretty confident. He got to that free throw line pretty quick as soon as he was
Team
fouled.
7. Ty Bonner to the line. Shooting 1 plus the bonus.
Bonner's free throw. It's good. It's a 2-point lead for Lower Cape May.
Ice in the veins for the youngster. Team in the bonus again, so the Lancers.
Ty Bonner, the freshman.
Wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Bullock turn and go.
It's in and out. Rebounded by Wellington. Lost control by Cronin. And a jump ball going to Holy Cross.
A jump ball is the call. Little bit of disbelief there. But nonetheless, that is the call, and there's going to be a timeout. Do we have the replay here? You'll see it on BFA replay. We're going to slow it down for you. And
timeout. Take it by Holy
there's the
Cross.
strip, and
I see complete control from Cronin.
yeah, he only got one hand on the basketball there, but nonetheless, the possession arrow changes, so it's going to require an adjustment. And the direction of the basketball arrow is pointing in favor of Holy Cross.
Just absolute killer right there. Is now, I believe we expect it's going to go to the hands of Latrell Bullock. Does he want to play hero or does he want to play for the tie?
Bullock has been the hot hand for sure. Wellington's done a nice job underneath, and Wadley has been the inside presence. But I can't argue with you. I mean, if you're going to take one shot, the way this game has gone, you can appreciate that the Lower Cape May huddle right now says deny every way, which way that you can if number 4 has the basketball. So probably going to be 2 bodies out on him out at the perimeter.
Could we see them purposely foul if it goes to the hands of Bullock as he's going to take the inbound?
Well, the next shot is a 1-and-1. So it does put pressure on him to execute, make 2 shots instead of 1.
As expected, here's Bullock. Going to take it. Regained, luckily, by MacArthur. The mid-range to tie it. No good. In the hands of Bay.
Personal fouls at number 3.
And he's heading to the line.
His second.
So Bay
Team's 8.
fired up. He wants to get on the line, too. Let me do my job. It's basically the look on his face right now. But now under 9 seconds remaining here in overtime. This could be the chance to ice it. See it there on the game changer instant replay.
Timeout, Holy Cross.
The Lancers' final timeouts.
So you hear from public address announcer Dennis Smith, it will be Holy Cross's final timeout. And here you just execute because got to go 1-and-1. So if he makes the first shot, he gets the second. If he makes both shots, now you got a 4-point play, and you can really anticipate that the Tigers are just going to drop back and probably let him do whatever he does. The last thing you want to do is let that 3-ball go with a hand on the arm. But you're hoping at this point that that first shot doesn't go according to plan, and I'm guessing that the outlet man will be Bullock.
I think you just hit it on the nail there. Jacob Bay. He's been perfect today from the line. And I might have just jinxed him right there. But a big free throw right here for Bay. And it's in and out. Rebounded. Here comes Bullock. 5 seconds. Gets it over to Wellington for the win. No, it's off. Rebounded by Bonner. And there it is. Shocker here at Holy Spirit.
They were down 17 points. Come all the way back to win it 52-50. Excitement here at the Seagull Classic.
An instant classic indeed. And we still got plenty of games today, tomorrow even, to close out this wonderful weekend here at Holy Spirit High School.
That's it.
I've had
Game number 6 coming up.
Absolutely. And I've had an absolute privilege being on air today. And I got to witness a tremendous game from both sides of the court.
Want to thank Connor McAndrew, the senior at Cherokee High School, a rising star in the broadcasting business, for calling the play-by-play of this one. And it's going to be some good reel for you to go back and build a resume, as maybe you have your eyes at Rowan University. So I know our buddy Mr. Neil Hartman would be loving if that happened.
Yes, he would.
All right, so that'll do it for tonight. For the entire BFA Live Sports crew and Connor McAndrew, I'm Doug Stasic. Stay tuned. More basketball is coming up next here on BFA.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We